Here we are 10 years later. Moose Moore is CEO of the Vigilance Group based in Nashville. So your daughter asked you, will you talk to these college students in the wake of this tragedy?
It was a horrible tragedy. I raised my daughters when I was in the service. At the time, I was part of the Air Marshal Service, so I had been trained. And she said, Dad, something horrible's happened. The sorority that I'm a chapter advisor for is scared. 100 girls, would you come down and speak to my sorority about how to stay safe? I said, absolutely. And by the time I got down there, I spoke to 2,000 girls, and the athletic director gave me the basketball arena. And that's what started this. And this was about a year after Virginia Tech massacre, so I was already in tune with, I'd been doing anti-terrorism work, but shifted gears to try to help our most vulnerable, which was at the college level at the time.
We're truly in a time where you could be confronted with something terrible at any moment, whether it be gun violence. In the case of Lauren Burke, a man forced his way into her car, and that's a whole other story. But what lessons are you teaching people about staying safe, preparing yourself for some sort of sudden attack?
So in the 6 or 7 minutes that I have with you, what I tell and what we do, I teach people the art of fighting without fighting. Awareness, avoidance, and action. Recognizing danger and effectively responding to that. The key is never to fight and never put yourself in a position. Our young audience, the college age, the high school age, even young mothers, and I tell young mothers that are raising kids, their brains are mush because they're raising kids all the time, and they're in hurries, and they miss these things. So I spend a lot of time teaching how to avoid it, how to be aware of it, what you can do, and then the worst case scenario, if you are grabbed, and one of the things I teach, if you're grabbed violently by a stranger, you have to assume it's your last day on earth. And there are no rules. There are no rules anymore. And so I tell people I'm not a fight school, but we know how to fight. I'm not a security company, but we teach how to be secure. And then we want to spend time telling you what to do if you are grabbed. And we spend a little time on that as well, about how to damage your assailant, not to beat him up, but to find 5 seconds of space and separation so you can get away.
Literally fighting for your life.
Fighting for your life, and there are no rules.